welcome to the south coast and welcome back to another video. South coast in Sussex today, looking for peregrines and anything else that I might find. I've got all day today because my incredible wife is doing a 26-mile mighty hike along the south coast today. I've just dropped her off at Brighton Racecourse and I'll be picking her up later from Eastbourne, but I did it with her a couple of years ago. Today she's doing it with some girlfriends from work, but she'll be incredible, I know she will. But in the meantime, I'm on the hunt for peregrines, so wish me luck, come along, let's see what we can find. So I've got a pretty high tolerance threshold. But I was literally about to abort the mission. As you can see, it's warm, but also these flies are absolutely horrendous. And then I was looking down onto the beach and there looked to be a rock which looked a lot whiter than the rest. So I got my bins on it, and sure enough, it was a plucking post. Now, plucking posts are where birds of prey take their prey back to, literally as it suggests, pluck them before having a meal. And in closer inspection, sure enough, there was a peregrine plucking what looked like either a rock dove or a pigeon, but the search continues because it was quite a distant view and they're clearly about, and as long as I can put up with these horrific flies, I will stay. So a little bit about peregrines. Peregrines are the UK's fastest bird. They can fly up to 240 miles an hour in a stoop, which obviously means that they're fairly comprehensive predators, and very little has the chance to escape if a peregrine's really honed in. They often nest on cliff edges, but they've also had to venture further into habitation, so you'll also find them on a lot of churches or old buildings, tower blocks. And there's quite a lot of councils these days that will actually have peregrine projects to try and increase and improve breeding, which is obviously fantastic for the species. But they've always been a species that I've been fascinated by. I love birds of prey anyway, and there's nothing quite like coastal peregrines. As I walked up and down the coast, I was keeping my eyes peeled constantly for any signs that they'd been hunting in the area. Telltale signs that there are peregrines in the area. There are two things I hate about summer: heat haze and sun cream. And it's already in my eyes. This is one of the plucking posts that I noticed on the side of the cliff. You can clearly see evidence of feathers from a previous catch. short cliffs along the south coast of England provide perfect habitat for peregrines, not only providing them with plenty of ledges to nest, but also plenty of other bird species to hunt and provide food. So I'm back on the coast. A few things have changed since I was here this morning. I've changed my top for a start because I was absolutely sweltering. When I met T for lunch, halfway round, or slightly more than halfway around her mighty hike, she's 16 miles in, and I can't imagine what that's like today. Well, I can, because I've spoken to her, but 26 miles in 30-degree heat across the South Downs is pretty brutal. But I've come back hoping that I might see peregrine again. I've just seen the kestrel but didn't manage to get any shots because I was carrying my stuff at the time. One of the other birds found on the cliffs are fulmars. Fulmars often look gull-like, but they're actually related to albatrosses, and they fly with stiff wings. Unfortunately, when I returned to the cliffs, the peregrines didn't really show, so I took the opportunity to head down to Eastbourne and meet T over the line from what was a hot but hugely satisfying 26 miles. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making it, as I always do, and if you have, please take time to like and subscribe. As I've said before, it doesn't cost anything, it doesn't take very long, but it means huge amounts to me and certainly helps me to spread the word of our magnificent wildlife. As there weren't many images on the day, I've included some now that I've been fortunate enough to take of peregrines in the past. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time.